Hello everyone, welcome to this brand new video guide on getting your Salesforce Dataloader to work on Linux. This is the latest updated 2024 guide. Now, to set the context of why I'm doing this refresher video is because 2 years back I had walked through the exact process of how to take the source code of the Salesforce Dataloader, compile it, get a jar file, and then execute it in your Linux machine. Pretty much Salesforce Dataloaders are released for the Windows and the Mac machines, but you do not have a very clear setup guide for Linux, right? So back in the year 2022, it was more of the source code which was available in GitHub, which we had to take, compile and build it and then run it. Now, interestingly, if you look at the comments, there are a lot of great comments and appreciations around it. Some people also had posted errors, oh, this is not supported, we are getting this, how to do this and all that stuff, right? So I thought, let me do a refresher video, and this is a bulletproof setup guide in which 98 to 99% of the time you wouldn't face any issue in running Salesforce Dataloader in Linux. Okay, so let's dive in straight to the process here. So first thing is we need to search for Salesforce Dataloader GitHub. So this is the official force.com Dataloader repo where Salesforce maintains the source code of the Dataloader. Here, if you see in the releases section, you would see the latest release, right? So just click on this release, right? And what you can do, even though it says Windows 10, Windows 11, macOS and all that stuff, you just need to download this Dataloader zip, right? So let's do that. Okay, so I've got the Dataloader zip. Now let me open the file explorer, go to the downloads where I have the zip file. Let me extract it here. Now you see that I've got a Dataloader folder in which so many stuff are spread around. So now we will pick this folder and take it to probably home directory, create a tools folder and then drop it here, right? It's not important that you have to create a tools directory and drop it here. I mean, you could just install it anywhere you want. But in my machine, I like to kind of keep third-party tools and any other stuff in this tools directory. So Dataloader, maybe Eclipse or something of that sort. If I download as a zip file and extract it and install it, I typically keep it in the folder, tools folder. So once you have dropped it here, now you will see all these files and folders, right? So now if you see this install.command, what you need to do is you need to rename this install.command to install.sh. Okay. Now let's open this particular folder in a terminal, right? So note that the path is tools Dataloader, right? And this is what we need. Okay, so now before executing the install.sh, it is prerequisite that you need to have the JDK installed in your machine. Now, interestingly, OpenJDK version 17 or 21 just works fine. Now, the way you can do that is if you go to my blog, abhisheksubu.github.io, and I think I have written here SFDX environment preparation in Ubuntu, right? So any Linux machine, the thing would work. This is more towards a Debian based. So you just need to pick these commands and just run it, right? So instead of 11, if you want 17, just put it as 17 here. This will also be 17. Rest everything else is the same. So the 1, 2, and 3 are just the same, right? If you look at the data loader documentation, let's look at it. Java. Okay, so if you look at this, right, I think this is the one. Where is the Java? Java 17 or later. Okay, let me look at. Now, if you look at this Salesforce Apex extensions JDK requirement. Yes, so if you look at this, right, initially it was JDK 17 that was kind of recommended. Now they do support JDK 21, right? So even if you install the OpenJDK 17 or OpenJDK 21, this would just be fine, right, for your data loader install. So now let's go back to the terminal and let me show you what version I have. So I have the OpenJDK 21. Now the way I installed is the exact commands of this 1, 2, and 3. I just set OpenJDK 21-JDK, and the same thing in the exports here, as well as Java version, right? So when you, so if you do Java minus version, it's the same thing, right? So you get OpenJDK 21. So this is a prerequisite for the data loader to work. Okay, so now we were looking at this particular folder. Right? Let me clear this. Okay, so now what you need to do is /install.sh. So it checks everything, right? So it detects that 17 or later is present in the machine. Now it will say, do you want to install data loader in the current folder? Just say yes to everything, right? Okay, so you can see that some stuff is getting installed here, and now the data loader starts to run, right? This is the official Salesforce data loader running in your Linux machine. Now you have access to your settings, you can use SOAP, bulk, and all that stuff, right? And it just works exactly the same, right? Now remember, Salesforce data loader works within, is initiated from this terminal. So you should not close this terminal, right? As long as you minimize this, you can just keep working on this data loader, right? So this is the new way of getting data loader to set up in your machine. So now you do not need to get the source code. You need to compile Maven's requirements, and all that kind of things are not there. Just Java 17 or later, and just go with this zip file, unzip it, use that install rename that install command to install.sh, run the install.sh, and just say yes to everything, and there it is, your data loader is fired, right? Okay, so now let's assume that it's the next day, you've switched on the machine. Now you need to start the data loader. How do you do that? You don't need to install it right now, correct? So you just go into this home tools where you have actually installed that data loader, right? Now open a terminal from here, and here what you need to do is, do you see the data loader.sh? right? It's only the first time that you need the install.sh. Now subsequent times, if you need to just start the data loader, just say /dataloader.sh, and there it starts. Yeah. So this is how you use the Salesforce Dataloader. I hope this guide was helpful for you. So enjoy using Salesforce Dataloader in Linux. Thank you.